Algebra 1 EOC practice test number 7. All right, 2 of Mr. Evans' Earth Science class have 23 students each. Box plots for recent test scores for these 2 classes are displayed. All right, so we've got 3rd period and we've got 5th period. Okay, if we look at these, we can see that the median here looks about the same. It looks like 3rd period, their Q1 is around 73, where here it's probably around 67, 68. And then our Q3, probably 87-ish, about the same here. All right, so it says which statement about the scores is true? All right, the mean of the 2 sets of data are equal. All right, if you look here, the middle is equal, but remember with a box plot, this is not the mean. This is the median. Okay, so let's review box plots for just a second. All right, so your median is your middle number. If a whole set of data is lined up, the number in the middle is your median. So your interquartile range is your median, your Q1, which represents the 25th percentile, Q3, which represents the 75th percentile, and then you have your 2 whiskers that lie outside, which would be your Q1 minus 1.5 times your interquartile range. And then same thing with your maximum would be Q3 plus 1.5 times your interquartile range. And then of course anything outside of those would be considered outliers. So this whole part here, from Q1 to Q3, is considered your interquartile range. But the reason we're looking at this, I want you to remember that this line in the middle is your median, not your mean. So for this question, when it says the means of the 2 sets of data are equal, we know that's not true, or we don't know if that's true or not. So this one says the lower quartiles of the 2 sets of data are the same. That's not true. 5th period does extend further. And it says more students in 3rd period than 5th scored an 87 or above. So we cannot determine that from this graph. Excuse me. And the last one says the number of students in 3rd period who scored from 73 to 79 equals the number of students in 5th period who scored 68 to 79. All right, so this right here is our Q1 up to Q2, which is our median, and this is Q1 up to Q2, which is our median. So this is the same because we know that the 2 sets represent 23 students. So even though in 3rd period, this class, they scored more closely to the same number, these scores were a little bit further apart, but they're still the same number of students who were in that range. So number 7, the best answer is D.